Gupta is back in his Indian hometown of Saharanpur. Ajay Gupta declaring innocence in an interview, saying that there's no proof that he did anything wrong in South Africa. This after the Hawks issued him with an arrest warrant 3 months ago. The Gupta brothers are wanted by the Hawks for fraud and money laundering relating to the Vrede Dairy Farm. Well, thank you for staying by while we spoke to the President to discuss. We're now joined by Hawks spokesperson Hangwani Mulaudzi. Mr. Mulaudzi, can you firstly confirm that Ajay Gupta, who we saw laughing in India about the claims against him, is still a fugitive from justice in South Africa?
Francis, good evening, and good evening to the viewers. Look, the status quo remains. There is still a warrant of arrest against Mr. Ajay Gupta. We have been on record to say that that matter is still within our hands. There have been attempts by his lawyers after the first batch of suspects that we have arrested for the Estina case to have insight into the warrant of arrest itself. We've refused in the light that we of the view that they are not party to that case. He is the one that we're looking for. 2 weeks ago, we were in Bloemfontein. There was another attempt where they wanted this time the contents of the docket itself, and the magistrate was emphatic in the sense that he agreed with us that they do not have the right to demand information pending an ongoing investigation. So we confidently can tell the country that the warrant of arrest is still active.
He is in India, though. Can you confirm we do have an extradition agreement with India? If so, why is he there, and why is he not being brought back here?
Well, you can ask him. Why is he making all these wild allegations in India, not here at home? He's making allegations that there are no cases that are pending against him. Going further to say with his family, whereas we are of the view that we're looking for him here at home. So, look, there are a lot of cases that are ongoing, and we felt that it was necessary for us to complete all the other legs of the so-called state capture. It would be futile for us to bring him back now, because of the fact that if we do that, we will be shooting ourselves on the foot. We won't have the locus standi in terms of prosecuting him if he is found to have been involved in any other cases. Just to put on record, Mr. Ajay Gupta is not linked with the Estina case. He is wanted for another unrelated case of corruption. So unfortunately, we cannot give you those details, and hence we want to make sure that we finalize all these cases so that when we are satisfied together with the NPA, then we can start with the extradition processes.
Can you confirm, because it sounds like you're saying if he's brought back on one case, you can't prosecute him on other cases. Is that the situation? And even if you bring him back on this case, don't you have a strong enough case yet? Why the delay?
No. It's not like we don't have. We have investigations that are running. So if you were to bring him back now, it means on the other cases that you are investigating, you can't prosecute him. So it will be a futile exercise. Hence, we're saying let's do what we're supposed to do as a law enforcement agency. We are not dealing with civil cases here. We are dealing with criminal cases. So we have to make sure that we do our job diligently. If there is any information that links him to other cases, we have to include that. But we have to make sure that we finalize all these cases. And then once we are happy with all the investigations, the NPA is happy to take the to court, then we can start with the extradition processes.
Are the Hawks embarrassed that he is able to say, look, we've won court cases? There have been some legal victories. Are you guys nailing down these cases?
nailing down in terms of investigations?
Yes, in terms of getting all your ducks in a row, so when it goes to court, there will be no more wins for the Guptas, but there will be wins for the states.
Of course, that is what we are gunning for. If I'm hearing you well, our job is to make sure that we protect the integrity of the state of this country. We're not a banana republic, using the famous names of the former Minister of Police. We are not. We are supposed to be doing our job with tenacity. We have to strike where we're supposed to strike. Those who are found to have been in the wrong side of the law, irrespective of who they are, they have to be taken to court. And that is exactly that we are doing. The only thing, of course, and we have to put this matter, is just to apologize to the South African public. Yes, these cases, they do take time. We have to go through many things that we have to do. There are things that we have to do. There's a lot of financial statements. We have to go through courts, to banks and all those kind of things. And to be able to make sure that these cases, there is no loophole that will allow any person to get out scot-free. So, yes, we acknowledge the fact we have managed to make sure that there are other members from other provinces as well as head office to come and assist, and that is what we are doing. There's a lot of cases that we are dealing with. You can talk about ESCOM, you can talk about PRASA, Transnet. It's not only anti-corruption that is dealing with this case. We've got other legs that are sitting with our serious economic, serious commercial unit. So those are the issues that people need to understand. So what the acting national head has done as well is to make sure that she brings all these units, to work as a team, rather than to have, pockets of investigations running. So everybody should be able to know and work from one basket, so that we can be able to tackle this matter as soon as possible.
So final question, and very quickly, do you have any timeline for South Africans until they are, those extradition proceedings begin, until they are brought back? Because right now it looks like the arm of the law in South Africa cannot reach the Guptas.
Well, that is a perception, that's a perception that is all going. We have a minister that we have given him a full rundown of everything. He's happy with our report. We cannot give timelines, unfortunately. It depends on the investigations. There could be other cases that we can be able to finalize as soon as possible. That is one of the things that we are doing. We have to also take cognizance of the fact that we are working with the MPA. There might be other areas that we might have not covered. They would want us to go back. So those are the issues that can delay some of these cases. But timelines, unfortunately, we cannot give you timelines, but we are of the view that we have to finalize these cases as soon as possible. And once we've done that, we will be able to make those pronouncements to the public.
All right, thank you very much, Hangwani Mulaudzi, a Hawk spokesperson, speaking there in response to what Ajay Gupta was saying to Indian media. We take a short break, but we'll be back with more.